super vet, super vet, super duper duper vet, super vet, super vet, super, you can bet on super vet. Now, you're feeling it. Feeling it now? You're feeling it, ain't you? Super vet, super vet, super duper duper vet, super vet. I don't know where the dancing comes in, but super vet, super vet, super duper duper vet. I am a firm believer that when we reward positive behavior, it's more likely to be repeated, no differently than potty training a puppy on a mat or building a six-pack. There's a reward. There's a great value when we recognize learning a new skill and the importance of positive reinforcement. Super vets to me are veterans, disabled or not, who stick their neck out to get back here in the grind of YouTube, overcoming tremendous obstacles, even as I've said for myself, seen and unseen, in order to create insightful content, an innovative product, or a movement that helps people in great or small ways. The objective of Super Vet segment will be to highlight veterans with the hope of shedding some light on their channel and to provide my personal interactions with them as I encounter them to be super vets. Then the objective of the dance is to build excitement, because I think super vets are exciting people, and you will too. So when I was working as a Veterans Employment Representative, a lot of my experiences go back to that, even though I was a fiduciary for Veterans Services. But nevertheless, by the time I had worked at as a Veterans Employment Representative, I worked there with another veteran by the name of John. And John was a Vietnam veteran, or vet, as is my brother. But nevertheless, at the time I had met John, I was 10% disabled. Didn't mean I didn't have the same disabilities that I have now, although lesser at that point. What he did was observe that I was being underserved by the VA. I wasn't even using the VA at that time. But he took me under his wing, or took me under his helmet, and he supported my championing to obtain the benefits that I needed, the service that I needed. So with that being said, I dubbed him Super Vet because I'm telling you, despite his disabilities, he was always moving, physically and mentally, for the veterans that we served. And I admire him, respect him, and cherish him in my life. So Super Vets for me are individuals whom I've come across in my journey, whether it be working with the federal government or to acquire my 100% disability rating, that have just gone out of their way. And I pray to God that someone sees me in that same way, or at least that's my goal. Super Vet. So I think it'll stick. It was a good jingle too. Super Vet, super vet, super duper, super vet. It'll catch on. If you stay with me, hit like, subscribe, and hear it over and over again. So, boots on, let us continue. Okay, as prayerfully this channel grows, and it's only going to grow by the support that I receive from you, and support could be in your comments, letting me know that I'm on the right track, by your likes, and by your comments that you make below. So with that being said, the first individual that I'd like to bring your attention to, well, not the first because John was the first, the next one, so I consider equal to John. His name is Eugene, and he does have a YouTube page, and it's called VA Madness. Now, recording this, and likely when I post, I'm not going to give Eugene heads up that I'm doing it, but it's my way of saying thanks. And the biggest thanks that I have for him are the videos that he put out. They're neither flashy, they're neither dramatic, they're just plain videos. And he comes across absolutely as a plain guy, but he comes across definitely as an I called him an angry vet, but for just reasons. He's fighting the system. But what I loved about the videos that I saw of him, he's fighting the system, telling you how for himself, and then he shares it. he shares himself personally. And I can say, in my experience with him, which may be more than maybe 2 years ago, and at that point in time, I watched all of his videos, and then I just said, he said in his videos somewhere, shoot him an email and he'll get back to you. And he actually did. Now, I've been watching YouTube, as many of you have, for a long time. And I never, until that point, had I actually reached out to someone on YouTube. But I reached out to Eugene, and he wrote me back himself. And then we had a phone conversation. And I think at the time that I talked to him, he was about to take his son to an event of some sort. He was a real person. He is a real vet. So I want to just give him a shout out and his YouTube channel, VA Madness, for the benefits that he not only provided to me, but probably hundreds of veterans like me who either sounded off that he had or have kept it to themselves. But I'm not going to keep it to myself. I'm electing Eugene a super vet, super duper duper vet. Thank you, Eugene. Keep up the good work. Irrespective of what you thought were the only supports that you had out there, there's a wealth of supports out there, and I've given you one. And that's Eugene with VA Madness. There are others, which I will be sharing also as we continue to put our boots on and get to it. Thanks again. I appreciate it. I really do. Super vet, super vet, super. Is it catching on? I really think it is. I'm thinking it's a winner. And so are you. Thank you for your service.
Super vet, super vet, super duper duper vet, super vet, super vet, super duper vet. It's catchy, isn't it? Or not. Let me know. Let me do it again. Super vet,